All the patients in this room, all the feet that you see, they all have COVID.
In the wake of COVID-19, our country has experienced a change of life and a fear of the unknown. In the midst of the panic and precautions, slowly but surely, our nation is going from this to this. Nearly 3 months after our country was placed on massive lockdown, nature-deprived families have flocked to sandy beaches. Hungry patrons inhabit restaurant dining rooms. Dedicated waiters return to their place of work. And reporters across the country have been nationwide, covering it all. It was outside the state capitol last April where local Georgia journalists first reported on Governor Brian Kemp's steps towards rebuilding what he felt to be normalcy, and what his critics interpreted to be threatening safety.
Data, enhanced testing, and approval of our healthcare professionals. We will allow gyms, fitness centers, bowling alleys, body art studios, barbers, cosmetologists, hair designers, nail care artists, estheticians.
Over time, more states across the country began to follow Kemp's lead and initiated reopening of businesses under the strict guidelines set forth by the Center of Disease Control.
Terrence and his team repurposed sinks from RVs for the homeless community.
In addition to businesses, nonprofit organizations created to feed and assist during the pandemic are still up and running with the rest of the returning nation. However, the race to get our society back to normal does not come without a share of obstacles, many of which are being documented by journalists for the world to see.
They're called super spreaders, large, close gatherings where the virus spreads like wildfire from one infected person to an entire crowd.
With news outlets reporting on endless pool parties held on Memorial Day weekend, or the nationwide protests held in the wake of the death of George Floyd, journalists are using facts and statistics rather than their own personal emotions to evoke the possible consequences of this ongoing virus. And although we as a country cannot determine what will occur in the future, we as journalists have the power of ethical responsibility, intelligence, and bravery towards making an impact in the present. Kenny Murray, GSU TV.